Alright guys, good morning. We've had quite the adventurous last 24 hours. But this is Matthew. He's the one with the elk tag and can actually harvest an elk. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll see. So, long story short, my Tacoma had a weird issue with, it had a misfire on the way up here. About an hour and a half into the drive and lost all power. Was able to get down to Denver-ish and swapped it out with my brother's 4Runner. And so we got here at like 11 p.m. last night and slept in the car. And this morning we got up around 5, and sadly Matthew had left his boots.
Rookie mistake.
And so we drove about an hour and a half. We hiked up, found kind of where we want to camp and where we want to hunt, and then drove back to pick up his boots that his wife brought him. So now we're back. So we're packing up for real now. Packing up the truck, or not packing up the truck, packing up our bags out of the truck. And then the plan is to go that way into a valley and set up like a spike camp, base camp-ish thing, and hopefully be there for this afternoon, so that way this evening we could be set up to be glassing some areas that we want to check out, and hopefully some bulls are moving through there, so we'll see. So we're chilling in the back of the 4Runner, seeing if we can outwait the rain just a smidge, maybe another 20 minutes or so we don't get absolutely drenched. But I figured this would be a cool time to talk about what we're doing out here, kind of why we're filming it, and I think both Matthew and I are on the same page.
And honestly, just the start of this trip is probably a good example of exactly why we're out here, of just rolling with the punches and going with the curveballs, because like the truck got messed up.
Yep.
And then forgot the boots and just had to pivot. And yeah, I guess the backstory behind that, if we didn't go into it, driving up last night, truck malfunctioned a little bit. Drake already went into that part. Got here, woke up this morning, was getting ready to go out hiking, got everything dialed in, realized I left my boots. Rookie mistake. Have done this a million times and somehow still forgot them. Where the Garmin actually came in huge, because that's where we could send a text to my wife to get her to bring them out here. Met her halfway. Got the boots. While she was driving out here, we scouted maybe mile and a half in, figured out where we were planning on camping, if we're going to stay on this side, essentially the terrain, and I don't know, maybe we can like drop a little map of the location of what it looks like. But there's an approach up to a saddle, and then there's 3 little valleys back to back on the peak, where I've seen elk out here multiple times, so we're trying to figure out where they are. But yeah, like the whole goal is just to mess up, go out here and actually do it, and figure out how to do it better next time.
So far so good. The late rain let up a little bit, so it's kind of nice.
So tomorrow, or today, depending if we want to do it, we can shoot up to the trail, figure out where it is, so when we leave tomorrow morning, we can shoot up, pack everything up, do this peak day, where typically the loop will go across the ridge line and then dip back down and go back to the loop. But this is a valley. And I think we can try scouting out. So when we get up here, wherever there's a lot of really close lines is probably where we're gonna wanna avoid going down. So I'm thinking we go up, do the whole peak day, and get to this saddle, and then drop down into this saddle and follow the river down.
So we're at about 12,000 feet.
Just doing a little bushwhacking, trying to find the trail again. Got our campsite. Scouting out tomorrow, hopefully.
It'd be nice if the sun stayed out, but it's been going back and forth. Is this the trail? Oh yeah.
We followed it right.
You can literally just walk straight instead of going around. Got ourselves a little bit of hail. Well,
Sun up in here.
we're in our very comfy 2-person tent. And we both have jet boils going, but we're in the tent because, I don't know if you can tell, but it's very windy out there.
It's raining.
And that too.
Again.
We
For the third time.
we thought we were in the clear, and nope, we're not. So, making dinner in the tent, and we just pray that this storm blows over again.
Otherwise, we're coming home.
It's fun being out here, but it sure is miserable when it's wet and cold, and it's not snowy cold. It's other cold.